you're searching for a job and you'd like to, get one that's right for you, get the right gig for you, how can you ace the job interview? Because that's becoming increasingly more important in this job market. Donald Strankowski from Ascend Career and Life Strategies is here to tell us how. Donald, great to have you today.
Thank you for having me.
You've got some good tips for people out there. A lot of people in this position right now needing to get employed are all facing the same job interview. What are the keys to acing that interview?
Well, the landscapes of interviews have really changed in the last couple of years. There's heightened competition, so companies are taking a little bit longer to assess the candidates. Job seekers really need to employ some new tools and strategies to give themselves some separation. And number one is there seems to be a misconception that job seekers need to come in and have everything memorized for the interview.
Right.
Not the case. Interviews are open book, open note, just like in school. So bring your company research, ensure that you have a written agenda so you have points that you can discuss with the hiring manager. Write out your questions in advance that you're going to be asking during the job interview.
Okay.
Look like a selling pro because you're the product, you're the salesperson. The hiring manager is really the buyer, and selling pros don't wing it.
Now, when you say write out the questions, would you recommend writing out the questions not only that you want to ask them, but questions that they might ask you and your potential answers?
Absolutely. You
Okay.
know you're going to be getting some of those curveball
yeah.
questions, so planning in advance and writing down some possible answers for those curveball questions, absolutely outstanding technique.
Okay, perfect. What's another thing? You've got this big binder sitting right here for us. What is this about?
Right. This is called a brag book, and we were
Okay.
all told from a young age we shouldn't brag about ourselves. But in a job interview, you can do so in a professional manner. Some people call it a professional portfolio. This includes many things from your professional career, achievements, accomplishments, maybe letters of recommendation, transcripts, even good job emails count. It's one thing to put information in a resume. It's another thing to state it in a job interview, but actually having tangible information to say, Mr. and Mrs. Hiring Manager, I've been a performer throughout my career, and here is the proof.
That's a great idea. Even maybe letters from clients that you've worked with in previous jobs?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Anything that can bolster your case, documented, will definitely help.
Okay, I like that one. What else?
We can also balance what I call the tangible information with the emotional. So when you're being asked questions in a job interview, the tangible information would be talking about your skills, experience, education. But to really give your performance some pop, talk about the emotional element. In other words, why you want to work there, why you can champion the cause, and why you can really get behind what that organization does.
Okay, and last tip for job seekers.
Last tip for job seekers is to assemble a mini business plan. Your resume talks about where you've been, what you've done, but it doesn't convey how you can use those skills in this particular position.
I like that. So go in already having done some work for them.
Absolutely. It shows that you're a creative thinker, a problem solver, and you've come to get the job done for them.
And it shows you're a hard worker as well because you're already getting stuff done. You don't even have the job yet.
Absolutely. The key is separation. Do the things other job seekers are not doing.
All right. Separate yourself. I love it. Donald, thank you so much.
Thank you
This is
so
some
much.
great advice, stuff I wouldn't have thought of this morning. Time is now 7:20.